Hello Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising, and welcome to my channel Attila Tarot. In this video we will take a look at what kind of energies you can expect in the second quarter of 2026, April, May and June. We will look at the meanings of the cards from every angle. Money, career, finance, love, relationships. But as usual, this is a general reading, so please take whatever resonates and leave the rest behind. And I strongly encourage you as well to check out your sun, moon, and rising signs as well, so you get the full picture. Okay, so the more you interact with the channel as well, the more these readings will resonate. I can kind of see that from the comments. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hype, and comment, of course. Let me know where are you watching from. Say hi. And I'm gonna have some positive affirmations for you based on the meanings of the cards as well. So you can use that. I just need a few more seconds to get some cards from this deck as well. Okay, and we will be able to get started pretty soon with your oracle card. Okay, let me just organize this a little bit. Alright, so the first card we have here for you is the full moon in Aquarius. Show the world the real you. So maybe the time the full moon is going to be in Aquarius, it's an important one for you. So definitely look it up when it is happening. But this card has a very, very clear message for you. You should show yourself who you are. Don't hide behind anything. Don't try to be anything else than who you are, because you are wonderful as you are. Whether it is about trying to secure a job, whether it is about finding a relationship, it's very important for you to be the real, your real personality, your true colors, because that's how you're gonna be comfortable. And when you're comfortable, when you're not playing any kind of roles, any kind of games, you're actually attracting someone who likes you the way you are, right? So let's see what the tarot is telling us. In the center of your reading, we do have for you the Queen of Cups, which is a court card. So it can be a person, your energy, or just the general energy of the card. This queen is the Queen of Hearts. She is full of love. She, for her, feelings, emotions are very, very important. She pays attention to them, not only for her own feelings, but for other people as well. Very caring. Now this can be a person or your energy, as I said. Some of you might be dealing with someone like that, but again, it can be a leader, a leadership opportunity. All of these court cards can indicate that. It can also indicate HR as well. We will see what other cards we have. We also have the Ten of Cups as a starting point for your reading, which is a beautiful energy. Indicates that you've been through a lot. You've been through a lot of difficulties, arguments, fights, a lot of challenges, disappointments. And after all of that disappointments, the sun comes up. After the storms, the storm is ending, and you have this beautiful rainbow showing you that life will be beautiful for you. Now, this card indicates the perfect happiness when you're kind of in this moment of enjoying life to the fullest. This can be the perfect relationship for some of you. For others, it might be the perfect job as well. What's really important here that this is a beautiful energy, the happily ever after, when you're just enjoying the moment, you're enjoying life no matter what curveballs you're getting. All right, beautiful energy. You also have the Two of Wands, which is a card of planning, strategizing, making decisions. When you kind of achieved a certain level in your life, and you're kind of wondering, okay, what's next for me? What is that I want to achieve? What is the next level? But sometimes with this card, the challenge that you need to face, that something what you achieved is actually holding you back, because you're kind of, okay, I don't want to have anything worse, or you're kind of taking less risks. So think about it, what can be something that might be holding you back. But with this card, some of you might just simply at a fork of a road, and you have to make a decision how to move forward with your life. You might have to choose between whether you want to be single, whether you want to be in a relationship, whether you want to stay at your current job or you want to have a new one, whether you want to start a new job or start your own business or not. So there's some kind of a decision here, what you have to make. The next card that we have here for you is the World card. So the World is all about accomplishments, cycles that are ending and new ones beginning. And this is a beautiful, successful ending of something, when you achieved everything you wanted and you look back and you're very proud of your accomplishments. And you learned a lot, you grew a lot, and you're ready for the next phase of your life because you accumulated a lot of experience. So this can be for some of you that you're graduating, you're finishing a school. Some of you are finishing a position and you're going to the next level because there's more. You kind of achieved everything you were able to achieve in that. Some of you are changing industries or companies. What's really important here that you're stepping up. You're ready for the next level. In terms of relationship as well, again, you're achieving a milestone. Some of you are getting into a relationship. Others might be finishing a relationship and you're feeling free as well. But also it's kind of interesting that when you look at this card, on the original card you have the globe on it. And you have here two cards symbolizing the globe. I'm kind of getting here that the whole world is ahead of you, but also there might be here something international, maybe an international relationship, international work that you might have to consider. Yeah. Your reading continues here with the Queen of Swords, which is a court card. So it can be a person, your energy, or just the general energy of the card. The Queen of Swords is logical. The Queen of Swords is very clever, smart. She says things the way they are, doesn't care about how people feel about it. And she's been through a lot of disappointments, a lot of challenges, divorces, you name, whatever can happen, you name it, she's been through that. So, but all of those made her very, very resilient. And she sees clearly, it's very hard to mislead her. Now, it's interesting for you to kind of have these two queens in your reading. This can indicate two people, two personalities that are very, very different. One of them is very caring, very kind of like afraid how people might react and sugarcoating things. And the other one is telling as things are. Very logical. One of them is emotional, the other one is logical. So very different energies. There might be here a relationship between two of these very different personalities. There might be here a work relationship, two leaders that might be interacting and trying to balance each other as well. But also it can be that some of you need to kind of pay attention to those two sides, right? How emotional, how logical you are, because you know the Queen of Swords, she's going by the brain, the logic. Queen of Cups, well, she's going by whatever her heart is telling her. Now, what I kind of find it interesting, where the point, the Two of Wands is pointing, and it's, for me, it's pointing more towards the Queen of Swords. So obviously, decision is always yours. You're making your life choices, but I would kind of suggest that use your brain, use your logic more in this case. And maybe if you have to choose between two people, because you might have to be like, I don't know, some of you might be dating these two different people, maybe the one that's the Queen of Swords might be a better match for you. Okay, so we also have the moon, which the first thing came to my mind of balancing two sides of your personality, because you can kind of see here these two riders, horse riders, are symbolizing two sides of your personality, the darker side and the lighter side, which kind of pretty much just says like your domestic or your wild side. So I'm kind of getting here that obviously you need to kind of balance that here, two sides of your personalities in certain approaches, whether it is a relationship or whether it is a work situation. And again, for me, it's more that you need to lean towards that Queen of Swords mentality, personality. But also the moon indicates that some of you might be going through some challenges, some fears, anxieties, uncertainties, and our gut feeling is the one that helps us through these situations. So again, try to balance that. But again, it can also indicate something coming out of the blue, something that you're not expecting. It can be an opportunity that you are not even expecting, that it's you have to make a decision, and then you might have two out of the blue, and there you have it. You have to make a decision. It can be also secrets when the moon comes up. But let's see what's going to be the final outcome of this reading. But before that, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hype. That's an indication that the reading helped you. And you're also helping me to grow the channel, to make sure that the message gets out to those who need it the most. For you, it is only costing a push of a button. So I hope that you repush those like, subscribe, and hype buttons. And don't forget about the comment section either. Let me know how this reading is resonating with you. Where are you watching from? And of course, put in some positive affirmations as well based on the card. So here you can kind of put in that I attract happiness into my life. I attract the perfect opportunity. I attract the perfect relationship. Okay, and I show other people who I am. The next card is the King of Cups, which is first and foremost the divine counterpart of the Queen of Cups. So there might be a perfect match here for some of you. A perfect match from a relationship perspective, a perfect match of two people working, collaborating together. Because the King of Cups as well, driven by feelings, emotions, but he's able to balance the thoughts. He's able to balance the all the logic, which I'm kind of getting here. I never get this. But it feels like for me that in this case, the King of Cups is merging the energies of the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Cups, of the emotions and the logic, because he's able to balance that, right? And because of that, he's very diplomatic. He is also not letting the emotions to take over. And he's able to balance any kind of situations very, very nicely, even if it's chaotic, as you can see those waves behind him. So I think it's very important for you to kind of take into consideration how you can balance those energies. But again, there might be a perfect relationship, a perfect partnership between two people, or there might be between three people as well. The next card that has a message for you is the Fool card, which simply indicates that something new is beginning here. Something new, something fresh, something that you don't necessarily have all the experiences that you need, but you have enough to get started. This can be a new job, a new relationship, a new business. And I want to kind of show you something, because you have here two cards that are following each other. You have the World and the Fool. The whole journey starts with the Fool and ends with the World card. So you can kind of look at them like this. That's something like you're finishing a long journey. But you also look at it from this angle, that you just finished a long journey, you gained a lot of experience, and you're ready for the new one, where you're going to use some of it, but you're going to learn new things as well. So definitely an end of a cycle and a beginning of a new one is starting for you, especially that you have here the World and the Fool. We also have the Five of Swords, which is a card that symbolizes conflict. It's a card that symbolizes when two people are focusing on to have their way and not collaborating and not communicating properly. So this can be a dispute, this can be an internal conflict, this can be any kind of conflict from that perspective, where there's disagreements, and it's one of those where you need to balance it, whether you really want to win at all cost, or would it be better if you collaborated and be a little bit more diplomatic. And I think that diplomacy is very, very important here, because even this card is telling you to be more diplomatic, but also the King of Cups is the master of diplomacy. So take that into consideration as well, in terms of how you approach any kind of conflict. Bottom of the deck, we do have the Page of Cups, which brings you news, updates, romantic messages, or messages related to your dreams. But it can be a surprise as well, something that you're not expecting. Okay, let's see the energies from this deck. Okay, so we do have here for you the Depths. Under the surface, more to find, not obvious, deep dive, true value, worthy. So there's a couple of things here. There's a lot of connection here with the Moon card, where things might be uncertain for some of you. So you need to kind of dig deeper. You need to go, what is under the surface? Maybe there's a secret. Maybe you'll find the true value, whatever you're looking for. So there's more for you to discover. Let me put it this way. You also have the Doorway, open to possibilities, potential, job opening, steps, walk away, risks, shifts, focus. So I think what's really important here, there's opportunities, possibilities, potential here for you, whether it is for job, whether it is for relationship. There's some kind of a new opening here that I think you need to walk through. And you have here the New Heights, ladder of success, steady climb, solid ground, endure, exceed expectations. So I think what's really important here, that you're stepping up, you're climbing to the next level, which we can see it from this World card as well. Maybe you're gonna exceed expectations, but you're stepping up in your life. From this deck, we do have here the Rider, which usually brings new beginnings. It can bring you messages, updates as well. And we also have number 7, which is the Snake. So I think you need to be paying attention to who is truthful, who is not showing their true colors. It might be you as well, because you have here the main message is that show the world the real you. And the Snake is usually someone who is not showing their true colors, and there might be someone who might betray you, especially that you do have that 5 of Swords as well. So be diplomatic, and I think that's going to help you to navigate any kind of situations here. So that's all I have for you. I hope that you enjoyed this reading, and I'll be able to welcome you again.